Hello everyone, welcome to Pokédex, the channel where we explore the unknown, and explore the unknown we will with this very unorthodox deck, if I might say so myself. We're going to be trying to build a deck around Mandibuzz. It's a stage 1 from Fates Collide. The focus here is going to be Bone Drop. For a single energy, this attack does 60 damage to one of our opponent's Pokemon that has an ability. So we can snipe our opponent's Pokemon anywhere, even on the bench. This guy kind of feels like a very good Trevenant counter, right? Because if we're hitting the Trevenant on the active position, and the opponent wants to have a Trevenant active because of the ability, we are hitting for 120, so we're killing a stage 1 Trevenant, not the break unfortunately, but still a lot of damage. So it kind of feels like it's begging to be thrown like as a 1-1 or 2-2 line into a Night March deck, just as a counter, but I actually decided to do something a little different. I know I haven't made a video in a while, so I wanted to build something a little crazy for you guys. We are always trying to explore new ideas here. Sometimes they're not the greatest decks, but at least we're trying to learn something, right? We're trying to experiment. I'm trying to entertain you guys, and hopefully, yeah, we can learn something by going all in with an idea and seeing how it works out. So because I'm playing a very thick line of Mandibuzz, I'm playing a 3-3 line, we are more likely to draw into them. And I'm also kind of building the deck around it, trying to make the most out of Bone Drop. So what I'm thinking is, this guy hits for 60 on a Pokemon with abilities. It doesn't hit for weakness and resistance on the bench, but if we actually manage to hit Shaymin for weakness, we are knocking them out left and right. So I'm building a very crazy deck in here, where I have the Mandibuzz, and I have the Jolteon, the evolution that makes all our stage 1s into electric types, so that we can hit the Shaymins for weakness, and we are also playing Wildlands so that we can hit for weakness on the bench. It's a lot of cards, it's a very complicated combo. I don't think we will pull it off a lot of times, so don't expect this deck to win a lot. But it's not that bad. I mean, we're still a very decent Vespiquen deck. So Vespiquen is like the Pokemon that I decided to pair Mandibuzz with, because we are playing a very high number of Pokemon. I think the Vespiquen is going to deal a lot of damage too, and we're all always attacking with non-EXs. Of course, we also have the Shaymin in here, but we kind of have to go with that. So let's jump right into the deck. I think it will kind of make sense. We're playing 3 Shaymin EX, we need the card draw, and if nothing else, we can discard this guy, because it counts for Be Revenge. Then we have the 3-3 Mandibuzz line that I talked about. We can sometimes use Cutting Wind because we are using Darkness Energy for Yveltal, but most of the times we want to be using Bone Drop and just sniping guys on our opponent's bench, preferably with Mandibuzz. So we also have 3 Yveltal, but they're different ones. We have the Baby Yveltal, beautiful one from Generations, the one with Oblivion Wing. This guy helps us recharge some of our energy. Sometimes this is a very useful Pokemon, and also allows us to hit Night Marchers and trade for prizes really well, because this guy only gives out 1 prize, and we're using Oblivion Wing. You guys know how that works already. We also have another Yveltal in here, which is the Fright Knight one. Not because of Fright Knight, although it might be useful, obviously, but because of Pitch Black Spear. We're dealing 60 and with Darkness and a double Colorless, and we're dealing 60 to the active and 60 to the bench. So it kind of goes with Mandibuzz. If somehow we use Bone Drop without weakness, and we hit, for example, Shaymin, something like that, we might be able to then use this guy to finish the job. So that's why this one is here. And then we have the 3-3 Vespiquen line. I would love to play more, but actually, to be honest, if this was a Vespiquen deck, I wouldn't be playing it as it is. We're really trying to focus on Mandibuzz most of the times. This is kind of like the backup plan. Of course, Vespiquen also hits for weakness on a lot of guys, like Seismitoads and stuff like that. So I think it's a decent attacker to pair with Mandibuzz. We are playing a 2-2 Jolteon line. We want to build this guy as many games as we can, because otherwise we're not hitting the Shaymins for weakness, and we kind of have to use Mandibuzz twice, and then we have 3 unknown to close out the Pokemon count. On 25, which I think is the least amount of Pokemon that we can play on a Vespiquen deck, but oh well. We have 4 Battle Compressor, very important card, helps us with consistency, helps us discarding the Pokemon that we don't need for a certain matchup. Sometimes the opponents do not play Pokemon with abilities, so we kind of have to go with the Vespiquen plan, so we discard the Mandibuzzes. If nothing else, we can of course discard one supporter that we can grab with the Vespiquen, so you guys know what Battle Compressor does for these decks. We're playing 2 Target Whistle. It's not useful all the time, sometimes it's a little bit situational, but I kind of feel like we have to play 2. We can sometimes steal some prizes of our opponents, so we can just snipe a Shaymin if we have our machine assembled, and then we use the Target Whistle and snipe another Shaymin afterwards. Hopefully we can do that, but yeah, sometimes the opponent has the bench full, and sometimes we get Target Whistle and they don't have anything in their discard pile, so that we can Target Whistle into the bench. So it's not the perfect card all the time, so I'm only playing 2 of these. We are playing 4 Trainer's Mail to help us draw into our trainers, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Vespiquen, 1 Lysander, only 1, but it's a really important card. It allows us to, if our opponent just kills our Mandibuzz, it allows us to close out the game with a Vespiquen by getting a Shaymin into the active position with a Lysander, something like that. So it works out really nicely. We are playing 1 N and 3 Sycamore as far as card drawing supporters go. N is of course very important, where we want to punish our opponent for taking early prizes, and because we kind of need the time to set up, it's going to be a little bit important, but obviously Sycamore helps us discard Pokemon, so it's the better card here, plus he draws us more cards. So yeah, 3 Sycamore, 1 N. We have 1 Floatstone, kind of have to play 1 because sometimes we open with an Unknown or a Shaymin and we don't want to drop an energy there to retreat. Obviously also the Baby Yveltal retreats for 2 energy. Sometimes we can't play the energy there so that we can retreat from it, so we kind of have to play 1 of these. And then 3 Wildlands once again. I know I'm exaggerating on the numbers of Wildlands and Mandibuzzes and all that, but I really want to test this out, so I'm playing a large number of them so that we draw into them. And then the usual amount of energy that we see in a Yveltal Vespiquen deck, I think, which is 4 DCE and 4 Darkness Energy. And that's the deck. Let's go play it. Hopefully this will be fun for you guys. Alright, let's play our match against the Water Colorless deck. So I don't really know what to expect here. Could be Greninja, perhaps, with Shaymin. I like seeing the Colorless there. It kind of means that we're going to be facing a deck with Shaymin, so we can make use of our Mandibuzz. Sweet Mandibuzz deck. We're taking a mulligan here, and we're showing our opponent what he's playing against. Although I don't really know if he knows what the Mandibuzz. Okay, so I think we start with Yveltal, and yeah, he's going first, so I'm going to actually put both of these guys down. So if my opponent decides to end, we still have this Pokemon in play. Don't think we lose much. We could get our Unknown Lysander. Oh, is this Water Box? Our opponent starts by playing an energy on Articuno. Articuno might be a little annoying because it's not an EX. Okay, we see Pokemon Fan Club. So this is not your standard Aquabox build, but it does seem to be Aquabox. Is my opponent playing Remoraid instead of Shaymin? Well, I saw the colorless symbol, so I think he's playing Shaymin. I think I will play the Ultra Ball here, and I discard the Trainer's Mail. There's really nothing that I want to draw before the Shaymin, so might as well just get the Vullaby, I guess. Maybe the Combi is going to be better here, because this way I can drop the double colorless energy. And let's see what we draw out of this. We're not going to attack this turn unless we draw the Floatstone to drop on that Yveltal. But let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this thing first. And I'm going to discard. Okay, we only have 1 Mandibuzz. That's kind of scarce. So I think I discard this Yveltal. I don't think I need another one, and I have to discard the Sycamore, so that we can Vespiquen later. And yeah, I think I will go with 1 Jolteon. We only need 1. We already have 1 EV in play. Okay, let's Vespiquen for the Sycamore. I will play it because I want to drop the energy if possible on a useful Pokemon. Okay, we got a Vullaby here, but we don't have an energy, which kind of sucks. I will end my turn. Maybe I should have played that Ultra Ball. Now that I'm thinking of it, because my opponent might have a Seismitoad coming. Ugh, okay, so he's also playing Hammers, so it's a very strange build, but it does seem like, yeah, it's Aqua Box, because there's Energy Switch. Oh, there's Palkia? So maybe this is not Aqua, or not the standard Aqua Box build for sure with the Seismitoads and all that. Maybe also play Seismitoad, but there's a Palkia in there, so I'm kind of leaning more towards... okay, so we see a Lysander for the unknown, okay. I don't really know, so my opponent wants to take a prize here, I guess, is the thing, but wouldn't it be better just to go for the combi? The reason I didn't discard the unknown was that I was thinking there's better Lysander targets. Actually, my opponent just puts the unknown in there and just doesn't attack for damage, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I think I will discard both of these things. I am keeping that Whistle in hand. Okay, I'll go for the Jolteon, I guess, first. Does allow us to free retreat from that Eevee. And can Lysander something just to be disruptive, because we're not doing anything this turn. We're not playing... I mean, we could play an energy, but our guy would still be paralyzed in the active, so I think it's just better to make use of the Vespiquen, since we were... Oh, we're still asleep. Oh my god, that... I know our opponent ends, so that's perfect for us. Even better. Okay, we got the Mandibuzz and we got the Wildlands. So, kind of wish that my opponent just kills my unknown, so that I can hopefully draw into an energy and just snipe that Shaman. Okay, we see a Trick Coin. So this is in fact a very strange build of an Aqua Box deck, but to be honest, our deck is also not that great, so... Alright, I think my opponent, it doesn't need to reflip, so 1 coin is enough for him. Let's see what we get here. I'll go with Vespiquen, because why the hell not? And then I need an energy, basically. Okay, we got an energy. That's perfect. Sorry. Snap, drop it on that guy, and then immediately evolve and play the Wildlands. Let's just see if there's something else here that we... And I think... kind of wishing that my opponent doesn't draw a Pokemon, so that we can hopefully draw into a target Whistle. And I'm going to play the end this turn, so he's going to be down to 4 cards, and I'm going to take a couple of prizes because I'm killing that Shaman EX on his bench. And it's going to be hard for the Articuno to knock out our Mandibuzz, actually. Alright, we can actually go for a second Vullaby here. We don't have Mandibuzzes in our deck, but we are bound to draw them from the prizes, I hope. So, plus we have the Wildlands in there, so might as well just get this guy out. Just in case. No real need to play the Wildlands, because my opponent could just play a... Okay, we hit for weakness. My opponent could just play a Starly Megaphone and just knock them out, so I'd rather just keep that thing in my hand. So we draw a couple of prizes. None of them are Vullaby, so... Or sorry, Mandibuzzes, so... Or Vullaby. Yeah, Vullaby I guess makes more sense than Vullaby. Because it's kind of like Lullaby, right? My opponent is charging up the Glacian, but that's kind of weird because I don't intend of hitting that thing ever. And I think he understands what my plan is right now, because I already killed one Shaman, drew a couple of prizes that way. I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, we got the... Okay, so my opponent went for the dive ball when he goes for the Seismitoad. That sucks. We'll see. Okay, so there's another dive ball for the Milotic. Okay. His bench is full. Kinda sucks. And we get Tri-Edge, so... Okay, so our opponent only hits one. He's going to flip again for sure, yeah. And he's not killing us again. So we kinda needed to hit 3, actually. So I don't think that was going to happen ever. I'm going to heal our guys because they're lightning type from the Jolteon. So that's actually quite fun. I can't play this thing here right now because I'm kind of scared that Seismitoad might item lock us next turn. Yeah, I think I play this thing first. Okay, I can discard this guy because I already filled my bench, so might as well just get rid of everything. Let's play the Trainer's Mail and... Ugh. Yeah, I think I get a Floatstone, but none of this is great actually, so I'm just going to put this thing here. And even if I play the Darkness Energy, I might put it just on the Vespiquen. Because I have a feeling that I might need to draw cards if my opponent just kills our Mandibuzz here. And the stadium is really annoying because otherwise I could just kill that thing next turn, and now I basically need 3 turns to do so, but it's 2 prizes, so can't really complain too much. Our opponent is dealing 80 damage to us with that Glacian. Yeah, and that's enough to kill our Mandibuzz. Oh, he's actually trying to Tri-Edge, so he's trying to draw 2 prizes, but it's going to be hard, right? No, he actually needs only 2 heads. Oh, he fails. Okay, wow, that was lucky. Really lucky for us. And we draw an energy. Okay, energy is good. We can... What can we do? I think I will Bone Drop on this guy, and next turn... Okay, so he's going to kill our Mandibuzz, but hopefully you can kill the Manaphy next turn anyways, so... He's healing that thing. Yeah, he's taking 2 prizes also, so that's kinda bad for us. Yeah, Articuno kinda hits us really bad. And he missed on last turn, so we can count ourselves kinda fortunate. Okay, what do we draw here? It's an energy. Okay, so I will go with Vespiquen, be Revenge. There's really nothing that my opponent can do to kill our Vespiquen other than charging 2. Okay, we drew the Mandibuzz that we needed, so that's perfect. But actually, it will take some time because yeah, he's healing more damage. So, this is really annoying. Really annoying. All the healing. Oh, actually, I can grab a Shaman and kill it next turn if my opponent does not drop another Pokemon. Yeah, he's not killing our guy, as I said. Having the Vespiquen is really good for us. So I'm just going to target Whistle here. Get that Shaman down. We're going to play this thing. We have to draw... Ugh, this is not great. Yeah, maybe I should have put it in my hand. I will heal, if nothing else, because we might have a couple of turns of Vespiquen. And I have to put the energy here, and I have to retreat from this guy. And I will take a couple of more prizes. Maybe I should have gone for the Octillery. That thing would have been killed at this point. but I don't know. It's a hard decision. I think we are still in decent position because we can finish something off with that Vespiquen, especially if he attacks with Toad. Well, why would he attack with Toad? It takes 2 turns, but in 2 turns we can actually kill the Octillery. One, okay, so he hits us and we hit the Octillery and then he heals. No, we can't. Can need. Well, we have another Mandibuzz, so we kind of need another energy. Oh, he's going for the Toad, huh? Oh boy, I think that kind of means he has a Lysander. Because, or otherwise he's, yeah, VS Seeker, yeah, for Lysander, okay. Otherwise, I was getting kind of excited because maybe my opponent didn't really notice that we have the Vespiquen there, ready for the knockout. But yeah, that kind of means that we just got our Shaman killed and we are dead. But this was actually a pretty good game, I think. Although our opponent's deck wasn't the greatest, it's still a version of Waterbox and still very good cards in there. And my deck, I guess, is not the greatest thing ever, as I mentioned, but it still was a lot of fun trying out Mandibuzz. It does have some very cool turns where we take a lot of prizes. As you've seen, we just sniped a couple of Shaman, so I think there's something to this card, actually. Maybe just as a Trevenant counter, but I don't know, we'll see. I will maybe try something else out with Mandibuzz, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this was fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!